You're headed for the early 1960s and Star City, USSR. Yuri Gagarin is supposed to be blasting off as the first man in space, but there's a problem. He's not on board his rocket. There's got to be a very clever criminal behind this. I have an idea will be your good guide for this case. I hope the two of you can connect with the cosmonaut and make it happen. 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Looking for something, time snoopers?
Oh, it's Carmen.
Well, I'm finished with your little chrono skimmer, so you can have it back. That is, if you can find where I've stashed it. Oh, and don't mind me. I'll just be making my getaway. Have fun.
Ooh.
Holy time tunnels! We almost had Carmen in our cuffs, but she slipped away.
Star City, we have problem. It seems the rocket has experienced some tampering. Liftoff postponed until further notice.
Tampering, eh? Sounds like quite a time crime. Let's check it out.
Well, hello, Bandita here with another episode of Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. As you can see, Carmen was just standing there and we was just so close to catching her. So I believe we're in USSR. And we're just here trying to get her, trying to capture her. This is case number 18. And it's just time to go after Carmen and get to this case. Let's see, what year are we in? 1961. Okay. Space race, yeah. Yep, Sputnik. Yeah, so this is the beginning of the space race, the space chase. Alright, there's the rocket. Alright, do we take those? What is this?
Fascinating. This computer will run a simulated rocket flight if we feed it the right punch cards. Yuri can't blast off until the computer verifies a safe flight sequence.
And these are the cards.
This punch card tells the computer to fire the retro rockets. This punch card tells the computer to deploy the parachute. This punch card tells the computer to detach the main booster rockets. This punch card tells the computer to mix the fuel tanks. This punch card tells the computer to use the heat shield. This punch card tells the computer to eject the ejector seat. This punch card tells the computer to ignite the fuel for takeoff. It tells the computer to turn on the oxygen.
So do we...
Hey now,
Oh, okay.
the KGB wouldn't like us pocketing government property.
Yeah, of course not. Okay, so that's a computer. Let's go outside and see
It's
what's
called the
up.
Vostok 1. And that little fella is Yuri Gagarin, Russian cosmonaut. According to history, he's about to be the first man in space.
Nice.
Catastrophes. While boarding my rocket, I noticed an unauthorized woman messing with the equipment and had to abort the launch. Now I can't strap back into my capsule until the computer clears me for takeoff.
Yuri Gagarin, the first man almost into space. Won't sound too good in the history books. Let's get to work.
Alright, let's talk to him and see what's going on.
Who has tampered with my rocket? I thought this site was secure. I am Yuri Gagarin, Soviet cosmonaut, soon to be famous cosmonaut, once that countdown starts counting again. I will be the first person launched into space. Laika went before me, of course, but she was only a dog. They chose me to be the first human. Like any Soviet cosmonaut, I am highly trained and qualified. Mission Control also thinks my photo will look good in newspapers around the world. Perhaps it is my boyish smile? Yet, I won't get back in until I'm sure it's safe. After all, one little mistake and boom, Yuri becomes permanent space cadet. No, thank you. Not until countdown begins again. When the flight simulation computer at Mission Control says that Vostok will launch without problems, then I will cram back into my capsule. Well, you could run a flight simulation on the Mission Control computer. If it works, the countdown will start, and I will be able to re-enter my rocket and blast off. It's a rocket flight plan using a series of special cards. If the cards are ordered correctly, the simulation will run successfully and the Vostok countdown will begin again. Problems you will not have. It is not rocket science or anything.
It is rocket science.
So it is. Perhaps you would like to
gosh.
tour the Vostok and learn its secrets?
Let me turn on the royalty-free music at bensound.com. Alright.
Of a rocket flight is most simple. First, rocket roars up into space. Small capsule at top detaches and begins orbiting around the Earth with one smiling Russian inside. Orbiting capsule slows down. Re-entering atmosphere, it crashes down to Earth. Boom. But hopefully, Comrade Yuri will float softly down in parachute instead.
Alright, so let's go back to Mission Control.
До свидания.
And, alright, these mission cards. That's oxygen, ignite fuel, injector seat, heat shield, mixed fuel, detached boosters, retro rockets, parachute. So parachute is last.
This punch card tells the computer to turn on the oxygen.
So will oxygen be first?
This punch card tells the computer to ignite the fuel for takeoff.
So turn on oxygen, or do you turn on the oxygen when you're in space?
This punch card tells the computer to eject the ejector seat.
Alright, so that's second to last.
This punch card tells the computer to use the heat shield.
That should be near the
This
beginning.
punch card tells the computer to mix the fuel tanks.
That should be near the beginning.
It tells the computer to detach the main booster rockets. This punch card tells the computer to fire the retro rockets.
Okay, so hold on a minute. Is there anywhere else we can go? No, we can't go. Oh, can we go up?
These are the booster rockets which propel the rocket upwards at escape velocity into outer space. Once in orbit, the boosters detach and fall away.
Okay, so once in orbit. Can we go up? Oh.
That crimson word means Vostok in Russian, you know.
We've opened a hatch. You're welcome.
You are most amusing astronauts. No, those are fuel tanks. They hold kerosene and liquid oxygen, which mix together as the first step in a rocket flight.
Okay, so mixing fuel is the first step.
Those crucial oxygen tanks must activate when I reach orbit to make air. Even cosmonauts have to breathe.
Yeah, so I was right. Oxygen, when you reach in the orbit, that's when you turn the oxygen on.
Rocket, slow down my speeding capsule when it is time to come back to Earth. Otherwise, I skip off atmosphere and fly into deep space.
Okay, so retro
Forever.
rockets coming back down to Earth. So that's like one of the last things to do. Alright, is there anything else?
Draw. It's a fuel line that pipes liquid oxygen and kerosene into the rocket tanks.
Okay, is there anything else I need to know? Oh, we can go up.
That capsule is my cozy little home during the space flight. When the capsule re-enters the atmosphere,
Yes, that's-
I eject from it in my ejector seat and parachute safely to the ground.
Those are the last steps.
CCCP stands for the Central Committee of the Communist Party. These were the folks running the Soviet Union in the 1960s.
Ah, those patriotic letters. They do warm my Russian vessel.
Hatch open.
Heat shield covers the bottom of the Vostok capsule to counter the deadly hot atmosphere during re-entry. Without that shield,
Re-entry.
I would burn to a crisp.
Heat shield is when you're coming back down. Okay.
The sky is the thin layer of atmosphere surrounding Earth. With our help, Yuri will soon be orbiting beyond that blue, in the vacuum of space.
Let's hold Vostok in place and fall away when it roars into space. Unfortunately, Yuri can do no flying without new flight plan.
We can go up still?
This elevator won't make orbit anytime soon.
Oh, okay.
We're at the top.
And did I miss a Carmen letter?
We've opened a hatch. Hatch open.
That crimson word means Vostok in...
We've opened a hatch.
Okay, fuel tanks.
Nozzles focus the flames of the booster rockets to help lift Vostok off the ground.
Uh-huh, okay.
We'll use that antenna dish to keep in contact with the orbiting Vostok rocket and fly it by remote control.
Let's see if they have any concrete instructions on flying this. Ah, okay. Alright, let's go to mission control. Alright, so we mix the fuel.
This punch card tells the computer to mix the fuel tanks.
Yeah, that's first.
This punch card tells the computer to ignite the fuel for takeoff.
Yep, that's second. Retro rockets. Oxygen coming in. Injector seat, parachute are last.
This punch card tells the computer to fire the retro rockets. This punch card tells the computer to detach the main booster rockets. It tells the computer to use the heat shield.
I think that's next.
This punch card tells the computer to fire the retro rockets. This punch card tells the computer to use the heat shield. It tells the computer to turn on the oxygen.
Oh, wait. Okay, let's turn on the oxygen. Retro, and then... Let's see.
On a simulated flight, Inspector.
Ah, yes!
Excellent! The computer simulation verified we have a healthy rocket. And the
Nice.
countdown is running again. Let's go make sure Yuri is back in his rocket.
Well, first, let's get that scene
Well,
out.
let's check out the final report.
Oh.
Coaxial defibrillator in alignment, inertial insulation active, and... Hey, wait a minute! What's this on the other side? Holy mackerel! It's a note from Carmen Sandiego!
Indeed. Oh, wow. Sorry, Time Inspector, but I couldn't hang around. I've left the chrono skimmer in a flying lost and found. I reason you deserve a chance to find the thing. Of course, I'd recommend you take a peek near Yuri's main fuel source.
Bomber! I think Carmen may have put the chrono skimmer in the rocket, which is about to blast off. Hurry, we've got to find it.
Ooh.
Star City, this is Comrade Yuri Gagarin, ready for final countdown at T-minus... what are you comrades doing back here? I'm about to finally blast off.
Sorry, Yuri. Someone stashed something important in here, and we've got to find it.
Well, by Lenin's whiskers, hurry. This is a solo mission. 3 comrades in the capsule is a crowd.
Something with the fuel.
Of course! Yuri's
Yeah.
main fuel supply isn't rocket fuel,
It's
human
human.
fuel. Food.
Yeah. Chrono skimmer.
Woohoo! We got the chrono skimmer!
Oh, fantastic. Now vamoose. And don't forget to close the door. There will be quite a draft outside in just a few seconds.
Right, we're out of here. Good luck, Yuri.
Wow, okay. Got that on the first try. That was awesome.
Yuri Gagarin has blasted toward his proper orbit in world history.
Nice.
Chrono skimmer, we can tunnel through time directly to chase down Carmen Sandiego. Let's go.
Let's.
Excellent work.
That was
Not only
awesome.
did you get Yuri out into space on time, but you retrieved Acme's most important crime-fighting device, the chrono skimmer. For that, I'm proud to promote you to the highest rank a time pilot can achieve. You are now a time sleuth.
Thanks, Chief.
But there's no time for basking in your glory. Carmen is still out there, traveling the time tunnels, and until she's locked away, history won't be safe. Your next case will be your biggest. Chasing Carmen herself. Say you'll take it right now.
Oh, I definitely will, but with case 18, we're in the USSR in 1961, and we finally got our chrono skimmer back. That was what Carmen took in the very beginning before we got started with these cases, and I'm excited to finally get it back. So on the next and probably final episode of this series, we're going to go get Carmen. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my social media, Twitter, to find out when I'm posting videos, when I'm streaming. And that was pretty awesome. Have a great day, everyone. Bye now.